I've just driven down through Breezer, down to Corona, and now heading towards Spring Ridge in the middle of the Liverpool Plains. This is a place called Springfield between Corona and Spring Ridge. It's just got a bit of wheat by the road here. You can see it's quite poor. It's doing it quite tough. The dry weather's really taken its toll. You can see the population's very sparse. Head count's very low. Like this crop's only just going to make it, and it's not going to be yielding a hell of a lot. You'd be lucky to get half a ton off this, half a ton to the acre. I'm just southeast of Spring Ridge now. I was just coming into a block and saw a couple of acres of chickpeas here. These are the best chickpeas I've seen by a country mile today, so I thought I'd better pull up and have a look at them. So you've got something to compare that last lot I took a picture of with. But these still not brilliant, but a hell of a lot better than what the other ones are that I've been seeing. Shame there's only about 2 acres here. I'm still just southwest of Spring Ridge here, at a place called Uruga. It's got a centre pivot. We're looking at irrigated wheat here, and then on the other side of that lane there's some irrigated canola. And then that's for seed production of canola. And then on this side of the road we've got some dryland wheat. So I'll go into each of the paddocks and show the difference between the irrigated and the dryland. I think it'll be an interesting comparison and show just how poor the season's finished. Well, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out this is the irrigated wheat. It's probably as good as what the wheat should look dryland here this time of year. It's not as advanced as the dryland, and just a hell of a lot thicker and more heads per metre. Hard to put a yield on it without the heads being a bit more out, but yeah, you'd have to say 2 tonne to the acre, pretty easy just here. And on the other side of the lane we've got the canola just about finished flowering. Have a quick look at that and then go and have a look at the dryland wheat. Not much to see once you get into it. It's probably, I don't know, seed breeder, but it's probably the male side, I'd imagine. It's got no pods on it, it's just mainly flowers. And a lot of bees. And if I was a sadist I'd stay here, but I'm not going to stay here much longer because I suffer from hay fever. And it's not a good place to be. Right, this is the dryland opposite the canola, and yeah, distinct difference between especially in maturity, between the 2 crops. I'll try and find the planting dates for you. But yeah, easily half the potential easy of the other wheat crop. Wind's starting to pick up again today. The wind's been quite strong this year. It's dried out the soil quite quickly. And we're just near the near that irrigated canola we were just looking at. I don't know whether you can see the bees or not, but I was warned not to pull up anywhere near the bee boxes. They're pretty thick. I obviously don't mind the canola. There's millions of them here. We're still at Uruga, Kilgetty, and the yellow in the background you can see is the canola we were just looking at, but these are some chickpeas. A lot better than the chickpeas on the Bruiser Plain, that's for sure. Still nowhere near what you'd hope the crop would be this time of year. A few more flowers. Not quite knee high. Got a few peas just starting to form on them. Very wet to touch. A couple of inches of rain is what we're looking for. There's a crop of wheat on the other side of the road too. That'll be this road as opposed to that road that need to have a separate sign to say it was a road. But this looks a lot better than the other dryland wheat we were just looking at. Potentially, yeah, 20-30% better. Heads are a lot longer, more per metre. There's a little bit of this happening though. There's just tipping out. Whether that's from a late frost or what, I'm not quite sure. Potentially it is. It's not generally across the paddock, but it's just the odd one here and there. Yeah, much better than the other dryland. I know we're still just south of Spring Ridge at Kilgetty. There's another field of chickpeas. It doesn't look too bad. It's probably about what you'd expect to see this time of year, so it's obviously hasn't done it as tough as some of the other fields around. Maybe sown at the right time, maybe just a storm's gone over it, who knows. It's definitely heads above the other crops that we've seen today. It's about knee height, about my knee height, and looks like it's setting quite a few pods now and got plenty of flowers. So yeah, as with all the other crops we've seen today, an inch or two of rain right now would make all the difference. I'm in a bit of a area here with poor establishment, so you can sort of get back and have a look at it from the side. If you look into it, you can see the odd pod here and there. So yeah, all the potential at the moment, just for a fall of rain. Still south, just south of Spring Ridge, overlooking Kilgetty, Merrilong, Gary, down through that part, just south of Spring Ridge here. This country is a little bit lighter than where we were a moment ago on the plain, on the heavy stuff, and you can see the difference here. The crops, half the potential is what it was down on the heavier country.